Hello fellow RVers, this is Gary with Ruff Road RV Life. We like looking to freedom, and today we're going to do a tour of Meaher State Park in Spanish Fort, Alabama. So let's tour. And you're getting a picture of the fishing pier.
So our tour starts here as we drive out of this little fishing area, but we're going to go back to the beginning and show you the first few sites. Okay, right straight ahead, those are sites 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is on the end down here. And then we're going to go this way. We'll try our best to show you the sites, but if someone is outside enjoying the day, we won't take a picture. And sometimes it's easier to see what's on the right than the left, but there's a picture of the left going down, and we'll get those numbers to you in a minute. And then here are some of the waterfront sites.
That's site 7, and these are odd numbers on the right.
Site 7. And there was someone walking about there, so.
That's 9.
9's right there. Nice waterfront sites.
And the other side is even numbers. That's 10 over here, and then that's 12 right up there.
12 straight ahead.
Yep.
So you can see.
So just they go by twos.
Yeah. So here's an unoccupied site, site 11. These are electric, sewer, and water. Who could ask for anything more? And 12's to our left, we just passed. And 14 probably.
16 of that bluish one there.
Right there, 16. There is 15, a waterfront site. And 17 right there. And a couple of empty ones we just passed.
We got 18 and 20 over here.
18 and 20. So, I mean, they're all about the same, really. You have some space between you and your neighbor.
Yeah, on this loop you got even numbers kind of over by the, odd numbers over by the water, even numbers kind of under the pine trees.
Right. So 23 we just passed on the right. And 25 we just passed on the right. And then there's 27, 29 looking on the right, and 31 is us right there in Ruff Road. This is our second site here. We're not the only one that had to play musical campsites.
Yep.
There is 32 we just passed on the left.
34 on the left.
34. There's also a couple more here on the right.
33 and 35, yep.
But with some folks walking around. And then here's the other little loop here, but it's one way, so we're gonna have to swing this way.
It's 36.
36 right there. And then we just passed 37, that Class A. So that must mean this is 39 right there. Gee, if only we had the map with us.
And on the other side, you've got like, you got 38 over here and 40.
38 and 40 on the inside.
Yeah.
Straight ahead in those woods, there's some short trails you can walk around. And you can find the boat launch and kayak launch right there. So traveling down this way, you have 55, a pull through. It's a bathhouse right there. There's an empty one, a pull
56.
through. 56. And there is 57, a pull through.
All the way down to, I believe, 61, I believe is what it ends at.
Right, so all these are pull throughs along this way, but you still have a nice view of the water from your campsite. These are really nice sites, these pull throughs are.
58. That's 59 there with a Tundra pickup. The Avion up there is 60.
And that takes us back around to the check-in area.
Yeah.
Now right here is a storage area to the right. Now we're going to turn around and show you the rest. There's the last one on this end. Okay, we're headed back down. There's another peek at those pull-throughs on the right. So you can see as we pass this one right here. Nice water view.
58.
Site 58. Got woods on your left. That is the bathhouse, that building right there. So this is where we came out a while ago. And if we go straight ahead, we have improved tent sites 1 through 10. And straight ahead through those woods there. And there is a nice kayak launch, boat launch. No fishing there though. But if you want to fish, there's a road off to the left where you can walk down and fish. Here are the tent sites. They have electric and water. I do believe they have electric. And then cabins right over there. And we don't know anything about the cabins really. But they're cute.
Yep.
And they're on the water. There's a heron house, the eagle's nest, and I don't know what the other two are.
They're labeled on the map.
Yes, they are labeled on the map. We don't have with us. It's a catfish cavern and a redfish something.
Yeah.
They have fishy names. Hold on. There's a closer look at that boat ramp. No fishing, no cast nets, no crab traps, no swimming. It's your no sign. And we'll take a closer look at this little fishing area down here. Mr. D checked out.
Yeah, actually on the map it says beach, but there's no beach. It says no swimming.
But it makes a nice dog walk.
Cane Cutter Lane.
And, well, we haven't checked, but supposedly there's honey for sale. There's honey hives right there. How cool is that?
There's the beekeeper.
Yeah. So we'll have to check and see if there is honey. If so, we would like to buy some, right?
Yes, we would.
Again, a very nice dog walk walking down here. It's quite peaceful. Yeah, no fishermen here today.
No, it's whitecapping out
How
here.
come they're not fishing today, honey?
The other day this was all lined up with people fishing.
Oh yeah. This was a busy little fishing place.
Not today.
No. So there you go. Come down here and drop a line in the water. Got a little picnic area over here. Trash can. I think it is camping too because there's a primitive camping sign, right? And that road there is that ship. What's the name of that ship?
Battleship Parkway. Battleship, Alabama.
Battleship, Alabama. You want any indication of how much the wind is blowing there? You can see that water is moving.
It is. It's flying through there.
It is. Holy cow. I think it'd almost be dangerous to be out there in a kayak. Right? Well, there is a storm coming in today. Alright, and so that is a fishing area. We'll go back and catch the rest of the campground. Beehives. Okay, we're leaving the boating area, gonna catch the last campground. Campsites here. Last few. So this is a nice quiet little corner. Right there to the right is Site 41. And there's 2 empty ones right there to the left. Site 44.
42. That's side 44 and 46.
And
43 and 45.
on the right.
That's 45 there.
Yeah, 45 is this empty one right here. And this one is 47. And here is 49 right there. That was our home away from home. Our home.
Yeah, that was our first
That was
site.
our first site here, site 49. Very nice site. And there's a nice little trail there that goes to a boardwalk that overlooks the water. And that is just a parking lot right there. Okay. So as we wind our way around, I think we have a few more sites we did not catch. There is site 50 right there. Now there's brush on the left-hand side, so you can't really see the water from these sites. This one you probably can. Site 51. Maybe not. They're pretty brushed in. But most sites you can see the water. And then there's some sites right here on the left. And on the right,
52 and 54 on the left.
52, 54, 53 is right there. And then this brings us back around to our happy home road. Can we go down that road, or is that one way? All right, so we have to keep going.
37. We already did these.
We already did these.
All right.
Yep. So there you have it. There is a look at Meaher State Park, campsites, and area. And we'll head back down the pull-through lane, we'll call it.
Yeah.
There's a pavilion over here. There was some folks out there enjoying New Year's the other day. And there's a pavilion off to the right over there. And that road you see to the right, that just goes to the work area, to a maintenance area.
So that was our tour of Meaher State Park, Spanish Fort, Alabama.
Near Mobile, Alabama.
Oh, near Mobile, Alabama. I don't know if you can hear or not. We do have some noise behind us with the traffic on that big bridge back there.
We got a nice view, but we do have traffic sounds.
Have traffic noise. But we like the park a lot. We've got nice large sites. It's a paved site. They do have a combination here of back-in and pull-through sites. It's 50 amp, sewer, water, trees, grass. It's just a very nice park. The restrooms, we haven't showered because we have sewer, but the restrooms look nice.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
2 of them. They do have a big fishing pier over here. They have another area over there that on the map says beach, but it's not beach. It says no swimming.
Right.
That you can fish there. Then they have another boardwalk down at the other end of this park that way.
Yeah, kind of like sightseeing, looking for birds, but I guess you could fish there.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And then of course you've got the park itself that you can ride bikes or walk around, walk your dogs around. And there's a lot of dogs here, but there's very little dog poop on the ground.
Very clean. Thank you, everyone.
And our Verizon service here, I had I think 5G 3 bars, so I had no issue with Verizon. I don't think my wife here had any. Right, the editor?
Worked great.
Worked great.
Worked great the whole time.
It's just a really nice park.
You're actually, from just about any site, you can see water of some sort. Either this water here, or there's a river, I guess, over here. Is that the river? We're kind of in a delta area, so.
Right.
But there's a lot of water views, and there are some trails out back, but they do get wet and soggy in the rain.
Now, from this park, you're about 15 minutes from everything in the world. Publix, Walmart, Big Bass Pro Shop, all kind of stores and shops. You're not far at all from, I think it's called Daphne, and of course there's also Spanish Fort too. But like I said, there's everything is up there. Walmart, Publix, all kind of stores and restaurants up there, and it's very close to here. So that's as far as the shopping goes, and supplies, you got it covered here. Now, for recreation, besides the park itself, you can fish here. You can there's a boat launch over here. You can put a boat in. You can put a kayak in, and you can walk your dogs around the park here and all that. Now, straight across the street here is the Five Rivers
Delta Center.
Delta Center, and they do have some nice trails over there. I believe, I don't know if they're in operation right now, but I believe they do river cruises from across the street.
It's advertised.
It's advertised. There's a nature center, and there's several trails over there. None of them are long, but they're nice, wide trails.
And some
they're
of
not
them,
rocky trails.
yeah, you can actually walk along the river there.
And
so
that's just
cool.
right across the street. There's no charge.
Free.
So you can go across the street to do that. Now up the street about, I don't know, 10 minutes from here, there's actually another state park called Blakeley State Park.
Right, it's that way towards Spanish Fort and then to the left.
Yes. Now that's the place where they actually have the remains of a fort that was an actual Civil War battle site between the Union and the Confederate. They still have the berms there where the soldiers would hide behind and shoot from. They got cannon emplacements, berms where the cannons would be behind them. Remains of the fort. Trails, again, kiosk and all that.
Miles and miles and miles and miles of trails.
Yes.
Hilly trails.
Yeah. They do have a campground in there now, and they have a full service campground. It's not like these campsites. Theirs are more rocky, the rocky road to get in there.
Rustic.
It's more rustic, rock, more grown up with trees and all that.
But they do have sewer.
They do.
They do have
it is
sewer.
A full service
so,
park.
Yeah, and it's tucked back in the woods, and
you might bounce a little bit to get back in there, but I guess once
slow.
you're in there, you're okay, you know, because it's rocky.
We saw bigger rigs in there, so.
Yeah. So it can be done, but that's a very aesthetically pleasing park because of all the history there, the trails, the forts, the bunkers, and it's very wooded. So.
And it was actually there's an old town site, and they have a lot of informational kiosks on the whole history of the area. But there once was a town of Blakeley there.
Yep. Now, about 10 minutes from here, also, down Battleship Parkway, there is the USS Alabama and the submarine USS Drum. And there's also another building there that has military planes and vehicles in there. They also have tanks and planes and stuff like that outside that you can go view. You can actually walk inside the submarine from stem to stern and see what it's like to be in one of those little tubes. Very, yeah, it really is.
It's amazing what all they have inside such a small space and how functional it is.
And now the Battleship is the museum itself is the Battleship, because they call it a museum. Now you can go onto the Battleship, and they have 3 different tours on the Battleship. They got the deck and the bridge. It's like the yellow tour, then they break the boat up into 2 pieces for below decks into the red tour and the green tour, and they're very well marked with numbers once you get down in there.
And they're self-guided.
Yes.
They give you a little flyer, and you go around it.
Now you do walk upstairs, and I think there was 8 flights of stairs?
And the higher you get, the steeper they get. So you start off kind of like this, and then by the end, you're almost climbing straight up ladders.
Yeah.
So
now when I say stairs, we're not talking like 50
they're like
stairs.
ladders.
They're like little ladders, you know, like
Yeah.
maybe 10 steps to get, you know, to go up to the next level. So you do have some stairs to go up and then back down again. And then once you do that bridge part, look at the guns, go inside the battery, and then you can go tour it below, see what everything was like below. The 2 sections where they slept, the ice cream parlors, you know, the kitchens, munitions, all the little rooms.
all the things you don't think of that was
post
there.
office, you know.
It's like a little house on the, well, a big
yeah.
a big town
dentist place, medical place. You know, that's all below. And I believe it's $18 and $15 for seniors. Active military is free. If you're a vet, you still have to pay.
Right.
So anyway, and that's, like I said, right up the street, like 10 minutes from here, and you're there, and you can spend hours there. We spent a little over 3 hours.
Yeah, and just be prepared to crawl through some, like the doors are
Watch
very
your head.
small. Yeah, watch your head, because a lot of the padding that was once there, you can see where it was, isn't there. So, and then a lot of times it is. So
just watch where you step and watch where you stand up at.
it's a lot of fun.
It is.
It's really cool. I've never been on a boat like that. So on a battleship. It's my first time.
Yes. Well, it's my first time ever being on a battleship.
Or a
too.
submarine. So really cool.
So anyway, that's our battleship thing that we went to, and we really enjoyed it. On the way back, we actually stopped at a restaurant, got some late lunch. Seafood, and that was really good. I don't remember the name of the restaurant. Do you?
It was.
It's a really cool old building. It's like way up in the
I'll
air.
put the name right here. It was fish camp. It was a fish camp.
Fish camp restaurant?
No, it was some type of fish camp restaurant. Anyway, there are a lot of restaurants here along the water, so where you can go up and sit and overlook the bay here. It's really nice.
That was a good restaurant, good food and all that. So there's, like I said, there's lots of places to eat out if you like to eat out around here. And you don't even have to go all the way into town. You can just go up toward the battleship.
They're within a mile probably of here, would you say?
Yeah,
not far at all. And the prices were reasonable. Okay, so if you decide to stay at Meaher State Park, you can make your reservations up to a year in advance, and this park tends to book up, so you might want to book early. We wanted to stay here on the way out when we were heading west, and it was booked up.
Go.
They also have 3 or 4 cabins over here that look really nice, cute little cabins on the water over in that direction. And they have a nice tent loop.
They also have beehives in the back with a beekeeper, and they sell fresh honey at the check-in station.
Yes, and so we bought a bottle of that honey.
Bottle. It's $12 a bottle plus tax, which makes it $13.
Blakeley also sells the honey. So
yes.
If you like honey, we always pick up local honey wherever we're at, and so we put up some local honey.
So we're going to wrap this up. Tomorrow we leave, and we'll be in Florida tomorrow. We're going up to Topsail State Park.
Topsail State Park.
Preserve State Park.
Yeah, Topsail Hill Preserve.
Yeah, something
or
like
Reserve.
That.
Preserve State Park. I'll put that down.
Yeah, I think it's Topsail Reserve, actually, something like that.
Yeah,
anyway.
But actually Topsail is another very popular park that we tried to stay in before, and we couldn't get
that's
in.
in Florida.
So we stayed right next door at Henderson Beach State Park, which turned out to be a really nice surprise for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So follow us on our journey. Click like and subscribe. All that good stuff. Hope to see you on the road someday.
Say hello. Say hello, and if you want to see what we're doing more frequently than on these videos, pop over to Facebook and join us there. We share a lot of what we're doing today type things.
Yes, and to all the people we met at this park,
hey, yes, we met so many people.
Yes.
We enjoyed meeting you all and talking to you, and we always enjoy meeting campers along the way. We've met a lot of campers these past years, haven't we? Yeah.
That being said, take care, people.
Safe travels.
Bye-bye.
Bye.